Amazing audience, we are live with James Edwards. How are you doing?
James Edward, no S.
Oh, I added an S.
No S.
It's two of you. Edwards.
Yeah. I wish there was two of me to make it easier. For all that I do, to make it a lot easier.
Well, it's a great pleasure to connect with you, my friend. Tell me, which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this specific time in history?
My talents, well, I was recommended to you by Priya, the intention table. And so I met Priya through yoga, but I also do photography and video. And so that's where that connection came in.
So you have a talent for capturing moments.
Yes, I believe I do. But it's more than the moments. It's the experience in capturing those moments that sets us apart, I think, from other people. Because everybody with an iPhone is a photographer, right? So it's the whole experience that I think that we add to, instead of just taking just the image. It's everything about it.
Yeah. So do you hype the experience when you're doing it? How does that work?
No. I don't hype it. I'm pretty low key. It's just the actions speak for themselves. But you know, I love what I do. I mean, it's the most wonderful thing I've ever done. Everything that I've done, and I've done a lot of stuff.
Yeah. What type of cameras do you use?
I'm mainly Nikon, and I've got the pro level bodies, the two D4Xs and the D5, the 850, but we also do video.
Okay.
So
what do you use for video? The
cameras,
Nikons as well?
And then we also use an Osmo for B-roll, and then we also use an Olympus for B-roll. So we have a whole slew of
Olympus, trusted.
Nah, I love Nikon.
All right. Let's not plug Olympus then. So who did you learn that skill from? That skill of being able to capture what's important, the experience?
Nobody. Myself. God-given talent, I believe, only because I found it by accident. Right? I mean, I went to school for accounting, and I have my degree there. Then I got a finance degree. Then I went back for my MBA. Then I went back for a master's MIS. So I understood the business side, but I just happened to be creative. When I was tired of consulting, I found photography on a trip traveling. That was cool. Yeah,
that's cool. So Priya had Crystal was right before you, right?
Yes.
So Crystal was amazing as well. Yeah,
she was fantastic.
Yeah.
I actually took a yoga class with her right before she came here.
Oh wow! So, yeah, she said she had a class before. She's all hyped up. You know, she was really energized. Yeah, she was like, you know, that was super fun, amazing. Individual. So where's the best place? What's the name of the photography business?
JamesEdward.com.
All right, that's it.
Well, James Edward Creative, because we do video now too. Yeah. So then you can find us on JamesEdward.com.
Video is taking off, isn't it?
It is, but it's a whole different beast. I mean, you know, I edit all my stuff, but to do video too, I have a team of people. Otherwise, I wouldn't have time to do anything else.
Do you outsource or do you do your stuff?
Yeah. Well, it's my team. They're all locally. Yeah,
that's good. That's good stuff.
Been blessed.
Yeah, that's good. I think a local team brings great value, especially with video editing. Yes, it's right there. Yeah, it can be frustrating.
Well, the cool thing about it is that my video guy, I can tell him what I want, and he, within 95% of my vision, he nails it. I just fine tune it.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
Yep.
What's one other thing you've done consistently over the last 3 years?
What do you mean? Like the kind of photography, or?
I would say something that is other than photography. One thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years.
Watch movies.
Yeah?
I watch a lot.
How does that make you feel?
You know, they're my escape. I love movies, but I don't just watch them. I watch them not only to just relax, but I watch how they're doing their things, because that helps with the photography and the video.
It's more an analytical type of thing, yeah?
Now that I know what goes on behind the scenes, it's like, it takes away from some of the magic, but it's still pretty cool.
Yeah. I have a friend that does cinematography, right?
Oh, yeah.
And when he started explaining things to me, like everything he explained was connected with expensive. Yeah. Like he's just like, and that's really expensive, and this is really expensive. But it's really fascinating what the technology is allowing us. I mean, we have two things going there: the phone and the GoPro.
Yeah.
The GoPro.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
Your composition of that framing is slightly off. It should be a little bit lower to capture the thirds instead of in the half.
Oh my gosh, let's do that. Let's see what this looks like. Oh no, it'll be challenging to do that though.
What's that?
It'll be challenging to lower the frame though.
No, because all you do is you just lower the bottom legs.
But then it will be too low, wouldn't it?
No, because you want the frame height. Sure, man.
Could you take that leg back, man?
Like halfway right there. Make yours up a little bit in the back, a little bit higher so it comes down at an angle, and that way you have a better frame composition-wise. Yes.
Right there, look at it. Let's see if this guy.
That's much better, right? It's more personal instead of, because we were down there.
Yeah, it is. That's good. Thank you for that.
You're welcome, man.
I love it. Free consultation.
James Edward.
Check it out. James
Boom, follow me on Instagram.
I love it, love it, love it. So you've done watching movies. You said it makes you feel great, yeah? It does. Which make one? How does it make you feel looking at movies in that analytical mode?
And you know, to be honest, it's cool, but I also sleep at movies a lot because I go, and so then like my sleep schedule is messed up, and I'll work until 3, 4 in the morning, and I'm up before 7. But I love what I do, right? It's the most rewarding thing I've ever done, so it's not work to me. And so then the movies, when I'm tired, because it's so dark, it just slows everything down. I'm out. So I mean, I do that, and then I travel too consistently over the last 3 years.
Yeah, where do you go to?
Just wherever my clients need me to go to. If I want to take a break, like what do we have planned? We have a trip to New Orleans, and then Pensacola, then Chicago, Milwaukee, DC, New York, all within 2 months, and then it gets really busy for us in the fall. Really busy.
That's great.
Yeah. I mean, I love seeing the world. There's so much to see out there. Right?
There is a ton to see.
A lot.
What will you suggest to someone that's listening that they do what you've done? You found the work you love, right? But then you take off times, right? Why would you suggest someone do that?
Oh, you know, I believe you have to do that so you can kind of recharge. For me to recharge, because you know when I first started and everything was so exciting, and then you do so many, like we do about 220 shoots a year. So you know some things will get boring and you have to reset. And that's why getting away and just shooting for myself instead of for a client just brings back that creativity.
That's good. That's good. JamesEdward.com. All right, James, let's switch gears for a moment.
Okay.
Let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. What is your earliest childhood memory?
Of Caribbean blue water?
Oh, no. I'm not sure if
that's
what it is. Yeah,
my personal earliest childhood memory. You know, I can remember as far back as 4 or 5 years old. Yeah.
What were you doing?
We were hanging out with my sister, playing in the front yard, in the street, with the neighborhood kids, walking to the store at 4 and 5. And I mean, it's a much safer time back then than it is now. But little kids, we would walk to go get ice cream, you know, for like 10, 15 cents for a popsicle. Yeah. Now they're like $1.50.
Why do you think that memory is so clear?
You know what? It was the innocence. I mean, even when I used to teach, and then the innocence, and I have nieces and nephews, and the innocence of kids, it's just so pure. And then adults screw them over, and then they have to learn about real life, and it sucks. But the purity of being a kid.
How do you see that memory connecting to who you are today?
Adventurous, outgoing, happy. Yeah, stick my neck out.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it led to the photography because, you know, I stopped what I knew to do something I had no idea about. I had no idea about how to do photography. I just understood that it's how to take it's like, does this look good? It does look good. It doesn't look bad? I take it again. Right?
Yeah, but it's good though. Like if I had to connect it, right? If I had to connect that memory to who you are today, it seems as though you have an appreciation for innocence. And what is much more innocent than capturing?
Oh man, I mean, right? I was cleaning some stuff up, like from 7, 8 years ago, or 8, 9 years ago, and I saw these pictures that I took back then at the beginning. And every single picture took me back to that moment that I shot that and everything that was going on.
Yeah, it's powerful.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a gift to have the opportunity, and then you're doing it for other people, right?
Yes, and so then, you know, some of my stuff appears in magazines, and that's cool, but when I see it appear on homes at people's walls, because it's for their personal, you know, they're going to cherish that stuff for generations, right? That's cool. That's powerful to me.
Yeah, it's
like a legacy.
We said it together.
That's what's on my cards. It's my legacy.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's amazing how it connects, man. I've interviewed people time and time again. It's just fascinating how these memories connect to who you are today.
Yeah.
It's very fascinating. If we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
Yeah, I've never been a big... I listened to it, but I never really paid attention. who was out there? Duran Duran, maybe? Hungry Like the Wolf? I don't know. I don't know. There was like a bunch of 80s songs, I think. You know, it was a cool time.
Yeah, it was a cool time. Duran Duran was super cool, right?
Yeah. And then Public Information Society.
Yeah.
Right? New Order.
Yeah.
Things like that. Yeah. Blondie. And then Madonna was around back then. Still around.
She's still around. Still vivacious, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. It's like customs, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes or no? Are you ready?
Yes.
Have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yeah, you know, I help people all the time.
Are you married?
No, not
Do you have children?
No.
Do you believe in God?
Yes, I do.
So you have an inner circle of friends?
Oh, what?
Inner circle of friends.
Yeah.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
It's playing while I'm editing, so I don't really watch it, but it's playing on a screen. I edit for hours a day.
What about screen time, the phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Depending on if it's a shoot day, man, it could be 12, 13 hours in a day.
Wow.
Yeah. But then on the flip side, I'm gone sometimes for a shoot all day, and I don't have to ever sit for a shoot.
To be honest, yeah. If you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents James Edward, what would you say that is?
I would tell them, I would say, be humble, be appreciative, go live life, because you don't know when it's going to go.
I love it. Can I add something?
Please.
Be innocent.
Yeah?
Be innocent.
Be pure. Be pure.
Be pure.
Yeah.
Leave a legacy.
Right?
James Edward, this was a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
You know what? What do I say? Other than go visit my site, jamesedward.com, you know, create your own memories. You have a phone everywhere. Take pictures, because it's the only thing you have to look back when your memory starts fading, and you can look at those pictures like, I remember all that stuff. Life is too important to not embrace it, right? Even when it's crappy, it's still good because it's a memory.
Yeah, love it. James Edward, thank you for being on What Is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel. Thanks for the shots as well, my friend.
Thanks, man. That's a better composition, right? It's way better.